I was listening to the radio just a few minutes ago, turned it off for avoid copyright strikes, and a song came on, which I'm sure you'll probably figure it out as I tell the story. It's a story back when I used to be a little younger. About 20, probably about 22, 23 years ago, back in, I believe, 1999. And at the time, I was playing softball. Quite a bit, actually. And I had this team that I was the coach of. And my friend sponsored the team. He owned a travel agency. I'm going to give the name of the travel agency, Prentice Travel. I don't think he'll mind, hopefully. Anyways, the team was mixed. We'd never played together, most of us. It was a mixed team of good players, and some mediocre, and some young guys that were, kind of new to playing softball. And this was a fall league. Now, we weren't too bad. We were technically a 500 team. And 500 means we won as many times as we lost. And what was funny was at the end of the year, they had a big fall tournament with all the leagues in the area. And my city had a lot of leagues at the time. Some at a stadium, a very popular stadium with a lot of really good teams, and some down in, I'll call it the Valley, which is where we played, and some on the airport fields, and some, other locations, the lake and what have you. Well, the fall leagues all got combined into this big tournament at the end of the year. And we just made it in. We were a 500 team. We just made it in. We didn't win our league. And no stretch of the imagination. So we made it into the tournament. And I can remember playing the first game early on might have been a Friday. I don't think it was early, it was late Friday, 8 o'clock, and we won it. Here, played again on Saturday. We won that game. Believe me, there was a lot of teams in this tournament. I can't remember how many, but there was a lot. And it was a single elimination. So you lose, you go home. So we had won that Saturday morning game, and then we were to play another game. I think it was around 10 or 11 o'clock. And lo and behold, we're to play the team that won our division. Not division, but our league. I'll give the name of the team, Damon's. I think those restaurants are defunct now and closed down. Anyways, Damon's was a good team. And I can remember the game coming up, all my guys are there, and Damon's isn't there. And I can recall the umpire giving them a 10-minute break, meaning 10 minutes after the hour, the game is forfeit. Well, come to find out, Damon's is playing in Kent. A city, probably about 10, 15 minutes away from where we're playing. So they were actually playing in another tournament. And so about comes around 5 after, I'm looking at the umpire because I'm the coach. I'm like, 10 after, you're forfeiting these guys, right? Yes, I am. And then the field director says, Damon's on their way. They're on their way. And I go, looked at the umpire and I go, 10 after, you're forfeiting them, right? He goes, yep. Well, 10 after comes, and these guys, 1-2, comes in. Umpire goes, game's forfeit, you ain't got enough guys here. And their guys that are there start going off on the umpire. Give us a chance, our guys are on the way. And I looked at the umpire, I said, the game's forfeit. My guys are going to rest. Now, they're pissed. They're like, give us a chance. We want to play, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, ain't no way in hell we're playing them. Screw them. They didn't show up. Not my problem. So my pitcher at the time, he basically is complaining to me. Let him play. Let him play. Let him play the game. I looked at him, I'm like, are you high? There ain't no way I'm going to let him play. 1, you're a pitcher. 2, if we go any distance in this tournament, we got far tougher teams to play than Damon's. So there ain't no way. If we make it any further along the way, you're going to be dead tired. So he was upset with me at the time. And I said, pound salt. So we won that game by forfeit. We played another game. Won it. I think it was Saturday evening. So we got to move on to Sunday. Sunday we won. Again, we won. I think we won 3 games on Sunday. And we were down. I don't know how this worked out. There were 3 teams left. Us. And 2 teams that were undefeated. How they got a pass, I don't know. But these 2 teams were undefeated. They were stadium teams. I think one played one night, another played another night. Undefeated. Boss teams. Now, at the time, I was married. My wife was, she watched several of the games on Sunday, and it was getting late. We're talking 10 o'clock late on a Sunday night. And we got maybe 2 games. I really doubted it. I told my wife, go home. I talked to the sponsor of the team, and I talked to the other guy on the team, and I said, okay, we did a great job. Nothing to be hang our heads on here. But our next game, we're going to get pounded. Okay? So I told my wife, go home. Go home. Okay? Just go home. She had to work tomorrow. I had to work the next day too. Told her to go home. So we line up against the stadium team. And now, I'm a coach, And I'm also the leadoff guy. I'm 6'5", left-handed, and I can bat and hit to left field. And I can bat and hit to any part of the field I want with precision. I think I may have made one out during that tournament. May. And I'm not going to talk about my batting any further. So we get in that first game, and lo and behold, somehow we win that game by 3 runs over an undefeated Stadium team. No way. No way in a blue moon that should have happened. So we made it past them somehow. Now we got another Stadium team, and it's 11:15. It's 11:15 about this time. My pitcher came to me and he goes, "I am so tired." I go, "Remember what I told you when we forfeited Damon's?" Well, guess what? You're thanking me now. Well, we played this last game for the championship. And I could not believe some of the plays some of the guys made in the field. One of our guys, left center, great player. He is an ass. But at the time he was a little younger and he had some wheels. Keep in mind, this field did not have a fence. One of these guys crushes the ball with 2 guys on. Crushes it. Our guy starts running a beeline towards the woods. Those woods are probably about 350 away, at least. He's running. He does a Willie Mays. Over. Better than Willie Mays. He dives in the direction of the woods. He didn't catch it like Willie. He dove that direction and caught the ball. And showed it after he caught it. I was like, unbelievable. Unfreaking believable that he made that catch. Those guys were already rounding and going home. They had to run back. Needless to say, they didn't score. Now, these games were 7 innings long. And we were up by 3 when the top of their order came up. And they had this left-hander that just drilled down the right field line. I mean, bullets. The entire game. We hadn't got him out once. I think this is his 4th at bat. And our first baseman was not the best player in the world. Kind of short, stubby, a little pudgy. Didn't move too well. Not, like I said, not the greatest player in the world. Well, this guy gets up. I think he was lead. I'm like, well, he's probably going to get on. Drills one. Partially between first and second. And this guy at first base goes horizontal with a dive. I mean, he's in the air. and catches the ball. I mean, a bullet, and he catches it. I couldn't believe it. It's like, there is no way he caught that ball. So that's one out. The next two guys pop up. Game over. We win like 11-8 against another undefeated team. And we're the champions. Incredible. Just absolutely incredible. The highlight of my softball career with a 500 team of mishmash players who elevated themselves to win many games and become the champs. That was absolutely something I will never forget. And to go back to the beginning of the video, the mention of the song, if you haven't figured it out by now, as I was driving home at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there, tired off my butt, and believe me, I didn't live that far away, probably a 10-minute ride, the song Queen, We Are the Champions came on, and I blasted that all the way home. So I just wanted to kind of post this as a memory before it's forgotten forever. And if any of the guys hear this, kudos to you and helping us all win a championship and a memory I will certainly never forget.